Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of TEW Local to Global 1987. We're back, and you know what? I'm not dead. Yeah, haven't uploaded in 2 weeks, but I'm not dead. Sorry. Wrestler of the Year. Let's go over the end of year awards, because we just finished Booking Revolution, we just finished 1991, and we're going to go into 1992. So Wrestler of the Year was Jumbo. Tsuruta, I can't pronounce his name. All Japan was Company of the Year. Team of the Year was Tenryu and Tsuruta. Match of the Year was by WWF. It was on Raw, where Roddy Piper defeated Randy Savage. Show of the Year. All Japan had Summer Action Series. Young Wrestler, Steven Regal. I wish I could hire him. Okay. Veteran Wrestler, Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream himself. Female Wrestler, Linus Asuka. We had the Most Improved Company of the Year. Independent Wrestler was Kamala. Manager was Miss Linda. Announcer of the Year, Gorilla Monsoon. Color commentator was Paul Heyman. And referee was that dude. So Starrcade, we actually did better than Starrcade. Their main event was Don Morocco defeating David Schultz to retain the WCW Universal Championship. If we look at WWF's titles, Roddy Piper's IC Champion, Sue Green Women's Champion, and Andre's the World Champion. Tag team are Nikolai Volkov and Iron Sheik. WCW has Robert Full as the US Champ, Don Morocco as the Universal, and Don Morocco and Dynamite Kid as the Tag Team Champs. So if we go over what happened last night at Revolution, we started off a show with Ultimo Dragon defeating Rob Van Dam, the Great Muta coming out to defeat Dean Malenko, Lance Storm becoming the Tri-State Champion and retaining his IC Championship, Road Warriors defeating Dynamic Dudes to retain the Tag Team Championships, and Brian Pillman turning on Stunning Steve Austin, hitting him with a low blow to retain the World Heavyweight Championship. So if we're going to I hopefully it was on the line. Yeah, that's what I thought. So Brian Pillman is now a heel, and he's going to have the Chosen One gimmick. So let's get into the show. So for this show, since Japan's wrestling industry is also in the garbage, but I have a broadcasting deal in the Tri-State, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 shows in Japan to keep the popularity up, and I'm going to do 1 show in the Tri-State. So let's get the first Championship Wrestling. Let's set our broadcaster. This one's going to be in Japan. As you can see, the wrestling industry dropped instantly, but our popularity is still good, and I still want to make money, so we're going to open the show with a Brian Pillman promo. So let's do that. Brian Pillman, does he speak Japanese? He does, so this promo is actually going to do well. I don't know if we'll do all our shows in Japan, actually. I might stop doing shows in Japan. I'm just going to do this one because it's the fallout of Revolution, which was in Japan, so. Okay. No, actually, let's not do it in Japan. Let's go back to the Tri-State. There's no need to go to Japan. We did our Revolution show. We don't need to. So then we're going to have Lance Storm in the main event, and he's going to defend the Intercontinental Championship. Let's do that against Raven. Let's do Lance Storm Raven. So, IC Championship on the line. Lance Storm winning the match. Yeah, I gotta retire that title. Can't retire the title. Alright. You know what? Lance Storm can keep the titles. We'll keep them both active. But, you know, it's 1 belt. It's the Intercontinental Championship, but you know, they're unified, that's what I mean. Like the World Heavyweight Championship was in WWE, I think it was in 2013 to 2014. Was it that year? I can't remember. So after that match, we're going to have Taz attacking Lance Storm. So Taz is going to be the next challenger for Lance Storm's Intercontinental / Tri-State Championship. Make that 6 minutes. We'll have a backstage promo. from Sting. So Sting, backstage promo. And that takes care of all our storylines for now. So let's get the rest of our matches underway. So we're going to have Rob Van Dam. He's going to have a rematch against Ultimo Dragon after their match at Revolution. And Ultimo Dragon is going to keep the win. He's going to win the rematch as well. We're going to have a tag team match on this card. Let's have Dynamic Dudes. Let's make a team. Let's make a random team. Let's do... No, not Muda. Who can I put in a team? We'll do DDP. DDP and... Let's do DDP Rick Steiner. Because I got nothing for Rick Steiner right now. And we'll keep the Dynamic Dudes going over, though. Okay. Let's have a singles match. We're going to have the Great Muta. He's going to take on... Let's do Great Muta against Jeff Jarrett. And we'll have Muta going over. That'll be right there. We're going to put one more match on this card. Chris Benoit's going to have a match following his loss at Revolution. He's going to take on... He's going to take on Dean Malenko. Yeah, and we'll make it probably 13 minutes to put Dean Malenko over on this one. Now, you know what? Let's put Chris Benoit over, because we're going to have to build stars for Brian Pillman. So let's put Chris Benoit over. And that'll go right there. And that's it. Let's run the show. So the show opens with Brian Pillman, the World Heavyweight Champion, coming out. And he's a little angry. Like, he's happy that he's still champion. But he's a little angry because, in his words, the Great Muta. He appeared at Revolution. And that stole the spotlight off of Brian Pillman. And Pillman isn't too happy about that. No, no, no. So Pillman says, you know what, Muta? If you think you're so good, how about this? You versus me next week for the World Heavyweight Championship. You know, just to see who's the best. Yeah. So, Brian Pillman's a little angry that Muta apparently stole, in quotation marks, stole his spotlight at Revolution. And therefore, they're going to face off next week. Okay. Great Wrestling, Decent Reaction. Ultimo Dragon defeated RVD in 12:32 by submission. RVD had a 65. Ultimo had a 71. No work improvements. A 77. Benoit Malenko. Superb Wrestling, Great Heat. Benoit defeated Malenko in 13:16 by pinfall with a Dragon Suplex. Benoit with an 82. Malenko with a 78. Benoit improving in performance. A 77. Sting is backstage. He has a microphone and he says, you know what? I don't see any worthy challengers for the Road Warriors. So how about this? Sting, me, I want a chance at facing the Road Warriors, and I'll reveal my tag team partner. But I want them to agree to face me first. So Sting wants to challenge the Road Warriors for the tag team championship, and he wants their response, then he'll reveal his partner. Then the Great Muta defeating Jeff Jarrett in 13:46 by submission with a figure 4 leg lock. Great Muta only had a 61 because he's not that popular in the States. Jeff Jarrett with a 77, improving in performance is Muta. Then we got decent tag team matchup for Wrestling Good Heat. Dynamic Dudes defeated DDP and Rick Steiner in 13:7 when Shane Douglas defeated Rick Steiner by pinfall with a pile driver. Steiner set a 64, DDP 67, Johnny Ace 75, Shane Douglas 81. Johnny Ace improving technical skill, Rick Steiner improving in performance, a 79. Then our main event, Lance Storm defeated Raven 14:42 by submission with a Canadian Maple Leaf. Storm makes defense number 1 of the Tri-State Championship and defense number 11 of the Intercontinental Championship. Storm with a 92, Raven with a 78, a 77. And then after the match, Taz attacks Lance Storm. So we're going to tell Lance Storm, good job. We're going to tell Chris Benoit, good job. And we're going to tell Shane Douglas, good job. You did good. Okay. So that's the first show of today's episode. Okay. Let's wait for the... There you go. We're at the top of the news. Mike Rotundo. Ooh. Should I hire IRS? Alright, let me know down below if I should hire IRS. So let's re-sign Mike Awesome. $570. Okay. Alright, Mike Awesome. Gonna be re-signing. Alright, that was the first Championship Wrestling of today's episode. Let's sim up to Championship Wrestling 120. And let's do that. Alright, second show of today's episode. Backstage morale is really going good. Alright, let's pick our venue. Industry is almost 0. When it hits 0, it's going to start rising again. And I can't wait for that to happen. So our main event tonight, we're going to have Brian Pillman take on the Great Muta. Okay, also I managed to sign a new tag team. Raymond Rougeau and Jacques Rougeau, the Rougeau brothers. Unfortunately, Jacques is currently signed to the WWF. So he is unable to be here for now, but you know, let's not make that decisive. Make it tainted, painful, and it's going to be manager interference finish. Because Brian Pillman, oh, let's protect you. Because Brian Pillman now has a manager. Ladies and gentlemen, J.J. Dillon is going to be Brian Pillman's manager. Okay, let's put those titles on the line. Can we stretch it out further? We'll make it like 20 minutes? We probably can. Let's make it 20 minutes. Why not? After that, we're going to have Brian Pillman, J.J. Dillon, The Great Muta, and Stunning Steve Austin. Put you on entertainment, put you on entertainment. We're going to put Muta on selling, and we're going to put you on entertainment. So, Pillman and JJ beat down Muta. Austin makes a save. We'll make that around 7 minutes. Okay. We're going to have Taz have a backstage promo. He's going to explain his actions on why he attacked Lance Storm. Okay. And we're going to have the Road Warriors. So, Road Warrior Hawk, Road Warrior Animal. Put them both on entertainment. Road Warriors agree to Sting's. I don't know, agree wouldn't be the right word, be accept. Okay, make that 5 minutes. Let's have a match. Since we're using the Road Warriors, we might as well put them in a match. So we're going to have the Road Warriors. They're going to take on... Let's do Can-Am Express. World Tag Team Championship. Nope, not Doug Furnace as the winner. Road Warrior Hawk is the winner. Okay, let's have a singles match. We're going to have Owen Hart. He's going to take on... Owen Hart will take on... let's do Ultimo. Owen Hart, Ultimo Dragon. We can do another match with those two. And Owen Hart will be the victor of tonight's match. We're going to have a match here. We're going to have... So let Sting have a match. Why not? We'll get him ready for the... for his match against the Road Warriors. Have him defeat Vinny Vegas. So then we'll have Chris Benoit And he will take on... Let's do a face versus face. Let's do a Chris Benoit DDP. Put Chris Benoit over. And we can fit one more match on this card. Let's do Rey Mysterio against Henry O'Godwin. Just so Henry can take a loss to Rey Mysterio. That'll put Rey Mysterio a bit higher on the card. Let's run it. So starting us off, we got Rey Mysterio defeating Henry O'Godwin in 7 minutes. Springboard Hurricane Rana. Rey with an 81, Henry O'Godwin with a 42, 76. Owen defeating Ultimo Dragon 1318 by submission with a sharpshooter. Hold on, I'll be right back. Alright, so Owen had an 84, Ultimo with a 74, no work improvements, an 83. Road Warriors defeating Can-Am Express, as you would expect. Hawk with a 99, Animal with a 100. And Doug Frennis and Phil LaFon were there. So they accept Sting's challenge. It's pretty much the whole promo. They grab a mic and they say they accept Sting's challenge. 87. Sting defeating Vinny Vegas in 9:48 by submission with a Scorpion Deathlock. 78. Taz explaining his points. Lance Storm says he is undefeated. Says he is the most dominant man in GCW history. Well, I remember when I was the most dominant man in GCW. And I haven't been given any opportunities following my dominant run. And I believe it is time that Taz takes the spotlight once again. So Storm, you versus me at March Massacre. Taz will face Lance Storm at March Massacre, it seems, 857. Chris Benoit defeating DDP in 11:49 by pinfall with a Dragon Suplex. Benoit with an 82, DDP 68, Benoit improving performance in 81. Then our main event, Superb Wrestling Good Heat. Pillman defeated the Great Muta in 1937 by pinfall with a flying corkscrew crossbody after JJ distracted Great Muta. Pillman makes defense number 5 of the GCW World Championship and 8 of the WWA World Heavyweight Championship. JJ Dillon's gimmick got very good. Muta 64, Pillman with a 90. Muta improving in performance, an 80. And after the match, Pillman and JJ beat down the Great Muta, stunning Steve Austin, makes the saves, grabs a mic, and he says, Pillman, you versus me at March Massacre. And that's that. So we're going to tell Brian Pillman good job. We're going to tell Hawk and Animal good job, really. Tell them they're awesome. Okay, load please. There we go. Dustin Rhodes, CWA is fine, CWA is fine. Eddie Gilbert, 0.02, okay. And we're going to sim up to our final show of today's episode, Championship Wrestling 121. Final show of today's episode, let's set our broadcaster. Let's go to the Tri-State. Japan probably's fallen a lot. No, it's not that bad. It'll fall at the end of the month, though. Okay. Just going to open the show with a Brian Pillman promo. Let's do that. Also, soon GCW will be starting a weekly TV show. So, I don't know what I'm going to call it yet. It's probably going to be a Saturday show. It's not going to be, it's just going to be an hour long. It's not going to be a full-on wrestling show. It's mostly going to be like what WWF did back in the day with their type of shows, but anyway, there will be matches on there. I don't know what I'm going to do yet with the for our weekly show, but soon it will probably start because it'll be way easier to eventually branch out to the other regions in the United States. And I forgot to sign Sting's partner, but that's fine. I can work around it. Okay. Then we're going to have a singles match. We're going to have... Now let's give the Great Muta a match. He's going to take on Chris Candido. Gotta put Great Muta over. Chris Benoit in a match against Taz. And Taz will get the victory over Chris Benoit on this one. After that, however, we're going to have Lance Storm attack Taz. So we'll put Lance Storm probably either menace or acting. Probably acting. Taz will put on menace. Storm versus Taz brawl. Let's make that 7 minutes. We're going to have a triple threat singles match. It's going to be Owen. No, let's not do Owen. Let's do DDP, Jerry Lynn, and Ultimo Dragon. This will be 14 minutes. We're going to put Ultimo Dragon over. And in our main event for tonight, we're going to have Dustin Rhodes. He's going to take on Stunning Steve Austin. We're going to make that 18 minutes, and we're going to put Stunning Steve Austin over. Let's start the show. Wait, I don't have to put storytelling anymore. Why am I still doing that? It's because I have other saves that I do on the side that are popularity based. So, Brian Pillman opens the show and he says, Austin, I appreciate your determination. I appreciate that you think you are worthy. However, you are not worthy. And therefore, I will not be putting my title up against you until you prove that you are worthy. So Brian Pillman wants Austin to prove himself. Because he already lost to Pillman. Why would Pillman have interest in facing him again? Then the Road Warriors defeating the Eliminators. Again, Road Warriors are just too good. 99 and a 100. Saturn, 72. John Cronus, 65. They're getting there. So an 82. Sting says he will reveal his tag team partner next show at Championship Wrestling 122. Sting will reveal who his partner will be to take on the Road Warriors. 90. Great Muta defeating Chris Candido 938 by submission with a figure 4. Muta with a 67. Candido 67. Muta with 66. Muta improving in performance, a 76. Taz defeating Chris Benoit by pinfall with a T-bone suplex. Taz with a 65. Benoit 83. Improving in performance is Benoit. Taz improving in technical skill in 84. Then Lance Storm and Taz brawl throughout the arena. Ultimo Dragon defeated DDP and Jerry Lynn in 14-14 when Ultimo defeated Jerry Lynn by submission. DDP 67, Jerry Lynn 69, and Ultimo with a 75. DDP improving technical skill, so is Jerry Lynn in 82. And in our main event, Stunning Steve Austin defeating Dustin Rhodes in 17-40 by a pinfall with a stunner. Dustin 89, Stunning Steve Austin with a 90. Dustin improving technical skill in 89. We're going to tell Stunning Steve Austin good job. We're going to tell Road Warrior Animal and Road Warrior Hawk. And that was our shows for today's episode. That was easy. 0.02. We're going to make money this month. Thank you guys for watching this episode of GCW Local to Global 1987. Make sure to like if you like this video, subscribe if you want more, and we'll see you guys in the next one, which I promise won't take 2 weeks to come out. Bye.